shit even straight? Make sure that everything is straight.
How your blood clot business?
Watch
Ah, man, sir. Anyways, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Bakar, Kudash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation to all the active doing and pushing his word in sincerity and truth worldwide. And a sincere shalom to the elect. Let me get this real quick, yes, sir. It's alright. Yeah. It's good to go. Just gotta check the battery level. Battery level's a little bit low. It should hang in there. I thought outside was gonna be cold. It's fucking hot, yo. Anyways, let's get into this real quick. Let's go into something real quick. Pride of this world will not save you, man. Oh yeah, last week was about the chariots. I also did a video about that though, the pride of this world. But the pride of this world won't save you, man. It won't help you, okay? Let's go into something real quick that they're prideful about too. The name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. What does it tell us in Acts? It tells us in Acts. Actually, you know what? Let me get something real quick here. Let me get Acts 4 and 12 here real quick. Let me get it in NLT. Let me get in the NLT, man. Acts chapter 4 verse 12. There is salvation in no one else. God has given no other name under heaven by which we must be saved. And that's right. There's only the name Yahweh and the name Yahushai. Okay? And that to know those names, you're going back to the Hebrew, right? And a lot of our people, they're prideful. They'll pick up the book, they'll say, well, my book says Jebus, okay? Yeah, but when you break it down and when you go into the Strong's Blue Letter, the Strong's whatever, and you check out the word Jebus, all right? And you go into it, it says from a Hebrew origin, all right? So everybody out here screaming JC, JC, that's not his name. He doesn't even respect that name. That name is a spit in his face. Because there's a difference here. What Yahushai stands for and what JC, what the world calls, Jesus Christ, that character. There's a difference between Yahushai and Jebus, all right? Let me say it like that. I don't even like saying his fucking name. What Jebus stands for, you can eat pork, you can do everything you want underneath the sun, and I'll forgive you. My blood covers you. That's what Jebus represents. But Yahushai comes with order, laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay? The laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, the Father. Okay? He's not trying to twist it, bend it, change it any different way. No, he's keeping it straight. But these people out here, they come with that JC crap, that Jesus Christ crap. That's not his fucking name. All right? His name is Yahushai. And like I said, the representation of Jesus Christ You can eat pork, you can damn near fuck your own sister and be forgiven. You could go fuck a dog and be forgiven. That's what they're coming with Jesus Christ, you understand? But no, we're coming with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the true proper names, man. And you can't be doing none of that because what? That's going against the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So this Jesus name gives these people's opportunities to commit whatever sins they want and feel like they still have the opportunity of being saved just because they're calling on a name, Jebus, right? Because you can't just call on the name of Yahweh Shai. There's acts behind it, okay? You think just calling on the name Yahweh Shai is going to save you? You have things to do, okay, to follow up to that. These people out here, they call on that Jesus Christ crap and do whatever the hell they want. They go eat pork, right? Like I said, they eat the pork. They commit adultery. A whole bunch of them always up in those fucking churches. The next one looking at the next one's wife. The wife looking at the next man's husband. Eh? In those churches, you're committing adultery. Because you're adulterous people, man. That's why in Matthew chapter 6 and 4, that's why her eyes got weird. She knew I was telling the truth. When I started saying that, yo, in those churches adultery is committed, she's looking over and eyes shaking. Probably got caught last week. But anyways, that's what that name Jesus invokes, right? To commit adultery, eat the pork, do whatever you want underneath the sun. Just believe in me. And don't worry, I'll save you. That's a whole bunch of bullshit, all right? There's action that comes with it. You can't just say, yeah, I believe in the name. And then next thing you know, we come outside and you over in the bush flopping a goat. So we see through your crap out here, you people, man. We see through the church's crap, okay? We see through all you people's crap because Yahweh Shemel Shai has given us the eyes to see through this shit. Remember, his spirit with our spirit. So we're well disconnected from you people out here on the earth, man. You guys are piping to another song. You guys are dancing to another song. But the song that we're dancing to is the 100% truth. Yahweh Shemel Shai. So anyways, let's get into something else. Because, you see, we love how it's written in the scriptures. It's right there. You can't run from it. Okay? That's why I told that individual the other day. I said, what isn't written in the Bible, man? When you need guidance on specific things, it's right here in the scriptures, man. Dietary law, cleaning your body, all these things are in the scriptures, man. The herbs, how you should eat. Have a balance when it comes to eating meat. Because remember, they're talking about the pulse with Daniel, right? And the king's meat. So, within the scriptures, it shows you balance, okay? It gives you the right way to walk in life. That's why I said these people are piping and dancing to another song. There's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is death. And that's exactly how this society is piping to death, yo. That's the song that this society is dancing to, death. But we're dancing to life and peace through Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Because that's what ultimately that's what this leads up to. If you follow the word of Yahweh Shemel Shai, the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai, you shall have what? Life and peace. But you following the spirit of this world, you're going to have death. Okay? Corruption, death. So let's get into something real quick. Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 4. Who have ascended up into heaven or descended? Who have gathered the wind in his fist? Who have bound the waters in a garment? Who have established all the ends of the earth? What is his name and what is his son's name, if thou can tell? What is his name, the Father, and what is his son's name? Okay? If thou can tell. Thou cannot tell because the Lord's not working with you. Bottom line. Let me see something here. I hope it holds up. Lord will. But if you can't tell me the name of the Father and the name of the Son, more likely, more or less, we already know the Father's not working with you. Okay? And like I said, when you go into the name Yahweh Shai, it goes back to a Hebrew origin. Okay? Or Slakia, when you see that word Jebus, I hate saying it, Jesus, okay? Even Jesus the Christ, okay? Or Jesus Christ, all is going into the Hebrew. We already know Jebus. I don't like saying his name, man. I don't like saying that name. Jebus, Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Christ, okay? Anointed or blessed, right? The anointed one. The Father's blessed one, okay? And that's who Yahweh Shai is, man. And on top of that too, when you're coming with the
GMS?
yeah. So how you know GMS? How you know to say GMS? Huh? Through YouTube? You watch?
I'm listening to them right now.
That right now as we're speaking?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Seriously. Damn.
Can you see it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah. Oh no. Yeah, beloved Apostle Elder Ramlan.
Yes.
I was just on the live there just now. He was doing a live with the brothers in Dallas, I think he was in. Dallas?
Down in Dallas right now.
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
So you're with GMS Toronto?
Yeah, well, not affiliate. Okay, when we say affiliate, you ever go see those brothers down
I seen them once down by
downtown or?
It was by
Christie?
Christie Station. Yes.
Yeah,
Right
they're there
outside
still.
Christie.
They're there.
I didn't see them this year though.
No, they're there still. They're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're there still. If you go on the GMS Toronto, you'll see it's the same park.
Okay.
But sometimes the brothers are over here, there, and then you know how it is. They split it
I
up.
only see them in one place, right?
Yeah.
Before, not this year, but last year I see them across from
The Christie
Tims.
Station. Yeah. Oh, the Tims. Okay.
Across from the Tims.
Yeah.
They'd be in the park under the
Because
tree.
you see where the station would be right across the street, like where that house is, right?
Yeah.
They'd be like right here, and then there's the corner, right? You know that little corner at Christie and Florida. And then another side over, there's a little parquet right there. All three is right there. They're right there. So next time you pass by, I gotta go pay the brothers a visit too. I always,
I was saying this year when I see them, I'm gonna go talk to them still.
Yeah, man. Every Saturday. I think from like 5. Go out there like around 5, 6, and you'll see brothers out there. All right?
That's
Yeah. I'm out here usually from 4, 5, 6 around there. The latest I'll probably get out here is like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
come out on the weekend.
Yeah, the weekend. Because during our lives, we got work, we got, you know what I mean? We still got things to take care of, but this comes first. As long as nothing supersedes the way of Yahweh Shem Shai, this always comes first. This is what we put first, right? And you know that, right?
So if you need anybody to read for you, man, I'm right around the corner, eh?
Hey man, well, like I said, every Sunday I'm here. If you want to go to see the brothers on Saturday, pull up on Sunday, whatever, however you want to do it, brother. But the doors are closing. You know that already, right? So that's what it is, brother.
No, for real.
Yeah. The doors are closing. You know that. You see, it's getting worse and worse and worse, right?
Time is short, man.
Yeah. But you're learning. When you start learning, you just started learning this year or last year or 2 years
Maybe
ago, 3
a couple years now, but I would listen like when I'm on the job, right?
Yeah.
Like I used to work security.
Yeah.
So-
Okay.
But I'm not working right now, so I'm listening like full time.
Full time.
But before
That's
it was
good,
only
brother.
it was part time because
Yeah.
in the security guard life in Toronto,
Yeah, and
you get very little time to yourself.
Self.
And you want to switch up the shift on you,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
it's like your sleep is right. You're getting your sleep.
I went through that for like the last couple of years, man. My job situation, My body was going through some pain, but I still put up a fight against Satan. Hey, Satan got a job to do.
Yeah.
So do we.
Things coming on hard in this time.
Exactly. So, you know, seeing what we gotta endure and whatnot, just like I said, there's nothing supersedes the way of the Lord, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got a job to do, work the job, right? But as long as they don't try to make you do things out of your character, you know what I mean, out of who you are. Yes, exactly. Well, hey, we're rehearsing righteous acts. If you gotta work on the Shabbat, sometimes you gotta do it. You know, it is what it is. But when it comes to them telling you cut your beard and certain things like that, and you know what I mean? Oh, here, eat some pork. Prove to us that you're gonna be a good security guard by eating this pork. What the hell, though?
What happened to you when with the jab?
Me and the jab stayed the hell. The jab was over there, and I was way over there.
The jab didn't ask.
I ain't no. If they ever asked me, I would have quit the job. I would have said, I'm out. The Lord, He'll take care. Don't worry, I'm out. And I got kids. I got 4 kids, so you know it's you know what I mean. When the physical is laying on your mind, you get what I'm saying. This flesh, right? When that's laying on your mind, you got bills, things are nipping at your heels. You know, hey man, all praise due to your help. I'll show you Shah, because what we're going through, brother.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, we need the Lord, man, and the Lord is there for you, man. Because at the end of the year, we can get through it.
You know anybody who had to take the jab from the job?
Yeah, I know a couple people that had to take it, but a lot of them they didn't even want to take it. They didn't take it.
You know anybody that got sick from taking the jab?
I know a couple people who took it personally, and I know a couple people who had people take it and they died. So
I think my mom died because of the job, man. Because she was up there in age still, man.
I told my mother and father, don't take that. You know, they had to take that to get on the airport to go home. And I said, I don't give a shit what's home. If you guys drop dead back home, I'm not coming. I'm sorry, I'm not coming. I'm not taking no fucking jab to get on the plane to go bury your dead body.
So did they end up taking it?
They ended up taking it. They had to take it to get on that plane to leave. And I said, you see what? That you're worrying about your possessions back home and shit like that. I'm not worrying about none of those things. Because those things will weigh you down. And the next thing you know, you're rolling with what they want. You know? And
they're still okay for now, right?
yeah, they're still okay, but they caught something else. Yeah, the big C. And it talks about in Revelation the ulcers and the pus that comes from taking the MOTB, right? Grievous sore. Revelation was at 16 and 2. You know, poured out, and the grievous sore fell upon them that had taken the mark, right? So that is a precursor to the MOTB. The MOTB, that wasn't the MOTB. Everybody was jumping up and saying, that's the mark of the beast. No, it's not. The mark of the beast is the MOTB.
It has to do with buying and selling.
Yes, exactly. And yeah, at a certain point, you couldn't buy or sell if you didn't have the Vicky. But this is what caught people off guard. When that first came out, you know, the right? You couldn't, after a while, they did the distance thing and so on and so forth. But after a while, if you were retail and you didn't take that, you couldn't buy and sell, right? You see how they tried to overlay things so it could confuse people's mind. But we knew that's not the MOTB. That's just a precursor to the MOTB, because you see how they lock shit down. You can't come here, you can't do this. You need to get authority from here first before you do this.
It's like a dry run.
A dry run, exactly. Then Esau Edom, he doesn't put to waste a good situation. Never will he do that. You see the situation and go, what, chuck it behind? No, sir. He'll make use of that. See? And this is exactly what he was doing, because remember, this man works with census, meaning he has all the data right now. He has all the data on what, who, what. So he knows how to pressure the people in the next go around, right? He knows how to work it on them. It's simple, man. We know Esau Edom is the father of lies. So he's going to tell you, what was the first thing? Now look at them. They're all turning on Fauci. Wasn't Fauci their big Superman hero? Yeah! Fauci's gonna help us. Then Fauci released these things. Then some years later now, everybody's like, Fauci, you're a damn devil.
Just today, I was on YouTube and I see a video. They were saying Fauci should be arrested. They're calling for him to be arrested.
There you go. So look at that. They threw him out there as a puppet. Everybody was for him, like, yeah, Fauci, you're saving us. Fauci is God. And look what happened.
But he was doing all kind of lying.
Lying
in position of power, man. He was doing all kind of lies.
There was another guy that worked for CNN. They fired his ass because he was like, something's up with this.
Chris Cuomo?
I think so. But there was a Indian guy, and he's also a doctor.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden he got demoted like this. Boom, 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 boom.
Sanjay Gupta.
I think so. That's his name. At first he was like, yeah, and then afterwards he kind of like started retracting. Yeah, he started retracting what he was saying, and he's like, and then all of a sudden you see him disappear. Fauci's the #1 guy up there. Because I always remember they put that Indian guy in there when they were saying him, Fauci, so a panel of experts, as they would say, right? Then that disappeared real soon, and Fauci was the only #1. If you was saying what he said, you went up on that panel. So they took the Indian guy and they tucked him away. Then all of a sudden you see that guy on like shows about National Geographic, and he's over in this country, that time him out.
You don't see him again.
You don't see him. What happened with Cat Williams and certain people that speak? Remember, they're in their system. There's gatekeepers, the Jay-Z's and whatnot, blah, 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 right?
Lockouts.
Get lockouts. That's it. Your money start to run dry. Shaba. I just remember the other day I was watching a documentary on Shaba. That's why you see all things relate, man. What they do with Shaba Ranks in the 90s with, as they would say, the Mo talk, the homosexual talk, right? Back then, they had a group in the 80s that was for them, that listened. All their job was to do was listen to movies and listen to music and find all of the derogatory speak against them.
Okay.
Shaba was on the list.
They shut him down.
They shut us.
That's why, I did notice that this guy just vanished. Off the scene.
And then A$AP Rocky and them is very funny because that same girl in that A$AP Rocky video, she's a dyke from The Wire.
Right.
You know who I'm talking about, the little short one with the braids in her hair?
I know who A$AP Rocky is, but I don't really follow his music and his videos, so I wouldn't know this girl.
There's a music video. She's a #1 star in fucking The Wire.
Okay.
You remember The Wire?
Yeah.
She's a girl that always used to let her hair like this, yo. Braids to the side, yo, dude, with the road. And you think it's a dude, but when you look closer, you know it's a gal. See? It's very funny that when they're reintroducing Shaba, everybody know what happened to Shaba Ranks. A$AP Rocky had a song called Shaba Ranks. If you type it up, you'll know. It's called Shaba Ranks. And guess who is in the video? That girl. Now, it's very fun because the host is nice. It's Shaba Ranks' host, eh? Or I think it's Shaba's host. Not too sure. Shaba comes back home. A$AP and the girl's just chilling. A$AP's like this. The girl looks up and goes, "Who's that?" And then Shaba's like, "Wait, what are you guys doing in my house?" So I found it very funny that they would put her reintroducing Shaba again. You understand? They do things like that. Because I said, why would Shaba even apologize, man? Fuck apologizing to those people, man.
Just like Kanye, he has to come back out and apologize. Right?
Exactly. And then look, where does it get you? Nowhere. Because everybody's still like, and you still already took that, and they're already taking shit away from you. Like, to build back up, you damn near have to go out there in a dress and get a boyfriend and walk hand in hand to get back up. That's what they want for those people, eh? They want them to fall in those traps where they have to do those things, where it's a shaky ground fucking in their world.
Just like my man on the Brooklyn Nets. He was on the Brooklyn Nets.
Kyrie, oh yeah.
Big controversy with him in the movie.
Yeah, he should have just kept his mouth shut. You're already up there. You know what it is. Maybe you, in your spare time, you go out and you seek others and talk and so on and so forth. And even that's kind of shaky. But learn, do your thing. You know, hey, if you're gonna try and be in that world and in this world, it's not gonna happen, man. So you got enough money that you can walk away and come on the hype. But those people will never
They're
do
not
that.
spiritual, man. They're not watching that. They're not
Look,
watching that.
let me get you a scripture in Matthew real quick, because this is exactly what will happen, yo. These individuals, they don't give a shit about this word. Just like he said, they don't. You think they're gonna care?
But the Most High is watching every move you make.
This is what Yahweh Shai said to the young man that had much possessions. Matthew chapter 19, right? Verse 21, 19 and 21. Yahweh Shai said unto him, if thou will be perfect, go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. And that's what's holding them back in the world, their possessions. It's easier for a camel to go through the eye than, you know what I mean?
Can't let go of all them things.
Exactly. So they're trying to come through and no, we're gonna run at it again. Boom.
Trying to
Fall
hold-
down. All right,
hold
pick
on
it back
to
up. Pick it back up. Let it go. Boom.
They're trying to hold on to their stuff, man.
Exactly. It's not gonna work. So you serving one king or you serving the other? Which one is being served? Right? You can't serve two masters, and this is the problem with our people. They wanna go to Yahweh, but they still like this, holding on, and
But there's a fear there too, right? Because they're in the world, it's of the flesh.
exactly.
Right?
And that's what I was telling the individual the other day. I was telling him, listen, we are spiritual beings having a physical encounter, a physical experience here. Like Apostle Elder Gabar always says, we're spiritual beings walking through this plane, all right? And it's physical. So it's hard. You know what I mean? This one is furthest from that one. And guess what? We're trapped here in the physical. So what overrides usually is the carnal, the flesh, because you can feel it. If somebody go put a lighter to your hand and tell you, be spiritual, brother. Yeah, what? What? My flesh is burning up. How? What? Exactly. So the fight that we're going through, you know, we got praise. We gotta give praises on to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because yo, it's a wonder we haven't snapped or gone crazy or fucking, as they would say, crash out, man. Because for us to know all these secrets, this information, and be still walking around like the water Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Yes, but the
That's
thing
what I
is-
say. I gotta clap to that one, because
But when we think about what we know is about to happen,
Yes.
right? And,
fathom that, yeah.
and the system's gonna fail, right? The money's gonna fail.
That's it.
Our money system and the U.S. money system is not the same.
Yeah.
Their system definitely gonna fail before ours, hopefully.
Yeah.
But how much longer is ours gonna stand up?
Yeah. Because once they go down, shit over here is gonna start going like this,
Yeah, because
like
we're
dominoes.
very much linked to our economy with theirs. We depend on them for a
Yeah.
lot of trade and stuff. Yeah?
Yup. And America always, as we always say, they always buy everything. They don't really make nothing.
Yeah,
So once the big consumer stops consuming, you're gonna start to see the pyramid just go like this and
Yes.
shamble. Everything's just gonna go boop, 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 boop.
deteriorate.
Yeah, because when the head, a mother and father, right, head of a household, when things start slipping by them, unless a man hold himself diligent in the fear of the Lord, his household should be overthrown. I'm talking about this body actually and doing this work, but actually also too your damn house.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're not watching for what your kids are doing and disciplining them and setting them in order, soon enough it's gonna be you're gonna walk in there one day and there's a lion on the fucking on the couch. You know what I'm saying?
Things are gonna go wrong.
Yeah, hyenas up in the, and I'm using it metaphorically, you know.
Yeah.
These YNs, you know, they're all up in your house. Next thing you know, you try to say something, you get smacked.
Yeah.
You know, no. So you got to make sure that you keep a diligent watch, right? As the head of a household. In America, they're not keeping that diligent watch. They're constantly like this. And when that goes, when that top of that pyramid goes, watch how fast everything. Because remember, China's selling to America. Big bucks is coming from that.
And now China draw back from America right now.
Yeah.
Right? They're in the process of drawing back. They're
They're-
supposed to buy all this debt that they usually buy trillions and trillions.
Yeah.
They cut that off.
Yeah,
But they're in the process of cutting it off.
yeah.
You heard about it, right?
And a lot of people they don't realize these places like India and all these other places, they have debt that they owe to these countries. And you would think it's the other way around, but no, America does a lot of things, brings in a lot of these. That's why, oh yeah, with the immigration, the kids on campus and shit, it's kind of like an exchange.
Right.
And they bring them in, and that brings money here.
Call them
And
exchange students,
students,
right?
there you go.
Exchange students.
So a lot of things is in behind the curtains, right? But being in this truth, we get to know those things because, you know, the Lord tell you to study, right? Go into these scriptures, not only just the scriptures, but study, be a steward, you know?
And be out, keep your watch.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, stoic. You're supposed to be on that. As soon as you see something come up on the screen, Trump signs new HR. What? Boom. Check it down. Read about it. Da, 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 da. Call the brothers up. Spread it with the brothers in the chats. You know, and that's it. That's how it's supposed to be. You know.
As you say that, I saw a video last night that was on YouTube. And in Arizona, there was like more than 10, 15 chariots in the sky. They had it on video.
All praises to the Yahweh.
It wasn't brothers.
Huh?
It wasn't brothers.
Brothers ain't reported. It was somebody else who recorded it and then they put it up.
At least 20 of them. At least 20 of them. And by the end of the video, they just kept coming. They just kept coming. in the
Yeah.
sky. I don't know if I have it here. No, it's under my other phone.
I remember 2 years, no, like 5 years ago, there was a fleet of chariots, man. I don't know what was going on.
You saw them
But yeah, I recorded it. My daughter's, I have it on film.
in Toronto.
Yeah, it's on, I think it's on this camera,
Yeah.
or it could be on this one.
I'm always watching in the sky, man, but I don't think
I see chariots every night. I'll show you, watch, I'll show you a chariot right now. I'm just, this video I made here, vehicles of salvation and destruction, right? You can hardly see it, but there it is right there. It's floating.
in the area here.
Right there.
Yeah, man, they must be watching you. They're watching all these men in GMS.
Yeah. We're not scared because we know it's our brothers. There it is right there. Just pause, chilling. And then it's gonna send something to the camera and disappear. Well, this one fucking takes. I have to get connection with the.
See, a lot of the times when
With
these
the,
guys see
thing.
them, they'll say something to them like, change color.
Yeah,
Right? It's-
and they do.
yeah.
And when I yell the name Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they brighten up like that,
Really?
and then it goes like this. Shoom, turn and
It's
gone.
amazing to see
Yo.
that, man.
I'm telling you, brother. I got enough videos like this of the chariots on my phone here.
You seen on the news, was it last week?
Yeah.
And they shot a misled one.
Oh yeah. And the thing went like this,
Yeah.
and it was like, they go, what do we have that can actually thing these? I was watching on YouTube, and the guy goes, yo, I don't. The man was like, I can't talk because there's nothing you can do to these chariots. I was back in Barbados in the 80s. I'll show you the CIA document. Me, my mom, I call my mom right now, she'll tell you. I always do this all the time. Every year or so, I'll call my mom and be like, Mom, you remember the chariots? She'll be like, stop bothering me, kid. Pick up this phone. Yeah, because when we were young, my brother, my sister, the whole of our village saw it. My uncle, all of them. But I don't think my brother, my sister, my uncle, I don't think they had visually remembered. They remember it. There was 3 of them. There was 3 of them like this. And back home, the streets, even up to now, the streets aren't big. You see the edge of the sidewalk?
Yeah.
And where that yellow sign is, a little bit half, like a little bit down more. That's how the street is back home. When you're driving, a car has to wait and pop the curb and fucking go that way, see? So they weren't that high in the sky. They were like where the power lines are, brother. Like this.
Really?
Yes. There was 3 of them. I'm gonna show you. Here's the declassified 1987 UFO sightings. Fireballs, brother. As it tells you right here, right here. Slow-moving balls of light with long illuminated tails. Now let me get the other one.
So what's this? This is a website that documents sightings?
Yeah.
Really, yeah?
That was actually CIA, and that was to deal with CIA and stuff. There's this one, 84. And then there's this one, this is the one I'm talking about, September 87. Several Barbadians witnessed unidentified flying objects, moonlit sky, describes of balls of fire with tails. And brother, when I see it, it was no tails. It was 3 chariots moving like this.
Slow. Yeah.
Slow. No noise, nothing. When I came outside, the things went like this. Forward like this. Zup. And just right in front, the middle one's right in front of me, you know.
Well, they must
Then
have
all
been
of a sudden-
observing you because they can look down and see who's here.
Yeah, they know the angels are in those crafts. So all the brothers, I always say this, I say it as a man, but I have a feeling spiritually. That night, all the brothers in the West Indies got visited from Trinidad, Jamaica, Barbados, Grenada, Guyana, everywhere.
That's in the 80s, so a lot of those guys, they up here now.
Yeah, some of those brothers are up here, but majority of the brothers, GMS Trinidad, GMS Barbados, GMS Bahamas, they're in the islands right now, Virgin Islands. Yeah, I want to go visit those brothers still because that's where I stem from, right? Bayam Yam. Hey, damn, brother. We gonna get them clean in the kingdom though.
Oh, yeah.
Because right now, them y'all, they got 3 different baby father and 3 different this, that, and
All that been gone through, man.
yeah, like Apostle Elder Gabar says, what do you say? Like a doorknob. It's just you to get your turn. It's you to get your turn now, you know? So these chariots, as I'm standing there, the middle one is right in front of me, eh? You see the middle one? It's not doing nothing. The 2 at the side now, them going, sir, and go like this. Join into the one in the middle, and it never got bigger, it never got in height or nothing. It stayed the same. And it reminds me of Yahweh Shai with Moses on one side and Elijah on the next. And it just came into one. I said, Bomba clat, grass clat. When I seen that as a kid, I never forget it. Never. When I came up here, I'd always tell people about it, and they're like, this guy's crazy. I'm like, no.
That's privilege for you to see that, you know.
Exactly.
With your own eye. That's a privilege.
Exactly.
Like, that belief
yo.
when you hear this,
Yeah.
you know, you're right on board.
Exactly. I seen it before I even entered into this work, into this labor. But I remember the scriptures tell you in Matthew chapter 16 and verse 4, a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. There shall no sign be given unto them, except for what, the prophet Jonah, what he was doing, prophesying. And it's prophecy that we're gonna rise up again and come out here and prophesy, right? So, I'm saying to myself, well, I didn't need that sign to believe, because the Lord set that in you already, right? So I knew to the point where my belief is knowing, like, yo, you can't fool me about God. I just need to know the proper contents of everything, because I started to search back in 2012, 13, and around 14, 15, 16 there, that's when boom, I got, you know what I mean? And that was it. I was like, I'm locked in. I ain't going nowhere. Every day, I'm up on everybody's live like a nuisance. Everybody's like, yo, Casey, go home, bro. Go home, bro. You do too much. But hey, like you said, you're working, and then all of a sudden you hit that, where else am I going to go?
Exactly.
I'm going to sit right here and eat all that I can eat, right? I'm going to absorb like a sponge You got
That's the best
scriptures?
attitude to have.
Give it to me. Ain't no more in here, man. Who else?
Because now in this time, there's so much distraction. It's
Exactly.
easy to get distracted. Like
There you go.
everybody else. Everybody's distracted.
Bread and circus.
Yeah, everybody have their mind on some BS,
Yeah.
right? Woman
Yeah.
chasers.
Yeah. Woman chasing and, gotta get the pum pum, gotta get the. Well, you gotta focus on yourself. You know what I mean? You gotta have balance in your life. These things are the essential things, man. And the scriptures clearly give us that and show us that. But they get lost in the world. That's why the scriptures say, if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them who are lost in this world, right? Simple and plain. But we got to keep our mind focused. You know what I mean? Focus on what is about to come, what's about to happen. There's no, as you say, there's no contingency plans. See? 2/3, they have contingency plans. They might hear this word and say, "Oh, that sounds nice." But the scriptures say this are people that draw near me with their mouth, but far from me with their deeds. Oh, it sounds so nice. Ezekiel tells you that what? The children sit by the wall and say, "Yo, come. Listen how this man speaketh, man." They take it as entertainment, right? They don't take it as serious. They look at me, yo, you guys are wearing dresses. Now they're wearing fucking dresses. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Within a good 10 years or so, because this was way back in early 2014 and shit, people, you guys wearing dresses.
Well, you see, it starts with these hip hop artists that they force the people in position, force them to put on them dress.
Exactly.
And then
And you get more money, right?
Yeah.
Oh, here's some money. Put this dress on, yo. Rocky ASAP walking out there. How the fuck, bro?
Wickedness.
Yo.
Wickedness.
Yo. That's why Proverbs, let me get this scripture real quick. Proverbs tells us exactly what's going on here, man. The ways of the wicked seduce them, man.
You see, if we weren't in this truth, we wouldn't know how to identify what is wicked.
Exactly.
A lot of things, right?
Yeah.
The ordinary guys in the world see that and they keep going
praise
their
it.
way. Right?
Yes, they, the ordinary men in the world, they see that type of shit. Oh, this guy's sleeping with that guy's wife and they praise those things.
Yeah.
They say, yeah, put that on top. That's the best thing right there, man.
Yes.
That's how you're supposed to live, yo.
Yes.
Yo, fuck any man, gal. Yo, man, I
hit
check
the
your
nail
gal
on the
and all
head
this.
right there. A lot of guys, they so much have this woman on the brain.
Yeah.
They'll accept this sleeping with another man's wife.
Adultery.
Right? And say,
that's-
oh, this guy he's a notch, he's a dan.
Yeah.
Because he come and seduce somebody's wife.
Yeah. You're a fool. You're Nabal. That's what Nabal means, fool, right?
Yeah.
And our people are what? Hosea 4:6, Jeremiah 4:22. They're destroyed for that
Lack of
knowledge. And Jeremiah 4:22. They're wise to do evil. See? Imagine having the Lord is but God said wise to do evil.
It's true. We hear them talking. They know all the
Yeah,
people.
they know all the fucking avenues, like a computer board.
Yes.
You pick up a computer board and computer man that deal with it, he'll go, yeah, that's column 1, that reaches here, That's exactly how Jake is with wickedness, man. They know every avenue.
Because they study it day and night. It's on their mind.
Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 26, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor. We're more excellent than these other nations and all these other people, man. We were made to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Esau, he's a crooked serpent, right? Apostle Elder, beloved Apostle Elder Ramla was just going through that, right? Romans chapter 9 and 21, if I'm not mistaken, we were made unto honor, they were made unto dishonor. Sirach chapter 18, it tells you separated, the profane from the righteous. They were the profane, we are the righteous. So here it is, our people pick up the ways of the wicked and say, yeah, that's why it says what? The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. So they're seduced. Say a woman, sexy gal, she come over and touch you up and seduce you and seduce you to get back to the bedroom, right?
The thing is this, we're brought up over here in Babylon. we're raised by the TV. So we're watching their movies, their TV shows, and
Their education.
we just pick up those ways, and we see a lot of our men, them big as the white men.
Yup.
Right? And they want to live his lifestyle.
You know what the funny thing is? Both of them do. The nigga woman and the nigga man.
Yes.
They both idolize the so-called white man. Then, here's the funny thing. If they see me and you now walking with a white girl, all hell gonna break loose.
All kind of talk.
All types of talk. But then when we see them with their blue eyes and blonde hair and your black skin, they're retarded the fuck. Why I try to look like them and tell me, say, you know, I forgot with them white girl, you know. And then
But
next thing you know, them run gun suck up under a white
They
man.
have their
Halle Berry.
secret fantasy. They want to be with their slave master.
Sister,
You
there
understand?
you go.
You go downtown. I noticed this for the last 10 years. You
Yeah.
go downtown, you see the curses of our women them walking hand in hand
With the white man. Thinking that they got a prize.
Yeah.
Neck up, so.
Hey. Oh
But
my
yet they
God.
want shit on their own man. They want to talk shit on their own man. But you know what? All of that gonna change one day. Because hey, the Lord gonna take that all away. They're gonna know who the fuck is their man in that day. They're gonna know who has the power. And that's all it is right now. Esau's got the power. And he power tripping, right? So it's just the same thing like if me and you go downtown and we look fashionable, you know? We're prestige clothes and ting. And we mingling in between the crowds. The average girl them say, yo, they just got those Land Rover fucking blah 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 blah. Look on them. Look on them, yo. Oh shit, they're nice. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna draw to us. Their friends are gonna draw to us. Their mummies are gonna draw to us. See? It's just the way it flows, just the way it is. So now, when you see our woman doing that, same shit, right? They're in love with their oppressors, because the oppressor got the power, see? But as soon as the Lord flipped that role, man, Isaiah 4:1, 7 of them, which is just a number of completion, shall grab hold of a man. That's it. This is all coming, man. All praises due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakum Dash for making us know these things, man. Because we could have been left in the dark. And then we could have just got annihilated. And then when the kingdom's rebirth, he could have set up his men, set us all up, and be like, I just wanted y'all to go through that. But no. He showed us mercy by giving us this grace period and sending his son. And that mercy and grace is only showed to the elect, not the whole house of Israel, because the whole house of Israel, they're not getting with it. The only ones that's getting with it is, you know, people like us, right? That's it. So
it's kind of disturbing how much guys they just can't get it.
yeah, they just can't. They can't get it penetrated in their mind because the Lord, King David. Let me read. Yeah, let me get it real quick because we gotta speak on it, you know. Psalms chapter 69 and verse 22. Psalm 69 and 22. Let their table become a snare before them. This, okay, it becomes a trap to them. They pick up the Bible. This is for their welfare, but they don't even understand it because the Lord didn't put that understanding in them. Remember, in order to get this understanding, you want that, but you must fear the Lord. Proverbs chapter 1 tells you that before you get any of this, the fear of the Lord must be there. If you don't have that fear of the Lord, you ain't gonna last long. You may come in.
It's a gift.
Exactly, that's a gift.
It's been given.
Fear,
Just
you know,
talking about that today.
yeah, the fear, the understanding, speech. There's seven, but the Lord gave us that to seek Him, not to dilly-dally in the world and play around and, you know, this was what He imparted on us. But like you said, the 2/3 are not going to get that because the Lord blinded them. And that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap. They're listening to Joel Osteen, Apostle Geo Jennings. The Lord's not dealing with those scamsters, right? He's not dealing with them. The energy is not there with them. Though they may know a few things, cool. A broken clock is right twice a day. But you have to have that 100% truth. If you don't have the 100%, well, they do have the 100% truth, like Apostle Ellis Gabar says right here. But they don't have the spirit to break it down, to go into it, right? It's a trap. It's a snare to them. They say, oh, what does that mean? You know? And then comes the other problem. Lean into your own understanding. You put in something, you put in a meaning to that. And now you're preaching that out there. So not only just you get trapped, but a ton of other brothers get trapped now from that misinformation. That's why it's dangerous. It's dangerous. And you gotta understand what you're involved in. You know? This man. Verse 23, let their eyes be darkened that they see not. Okay? Spiritually speaking, let their eyes be darkened that they see not. Right now, me and you, we could see apparently the prophecies. We could see everything that's happening. But they dim. They're like this. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but just can't see it. Right? The Lord closed their eyes, man. Darken their eyes that they...
Spirit of slumber.
Yeah, the spirit of slumber is upon them. Let their eyes be darkened that they see not, and make their loins continually to shake. Pour out thine indignation upon them, and let thy wrathful anger take hold of them. That indignation, righteous anger, which they, you know, Job chapter 4 and 7 tells whoever perished being innocent, right? And it's the same thing. We're getting that blood off our hands. Ezekiel 33, call out, right? They don't hear the calling. His blood is upon his own damn head.
As you say that, what comes to my mind right now is this Edomite who died just 2 days ago. You've seen that shooting. Charlie Kirk.
That guy always against blacks.
This is what I have to say. Yeah, you know what he's doing, right?
Yeah,
and how he built up his name. He always talking bad about black people, bringing up this single parent household and violence and whatever. Right?
But the accusers, the there you go. The accuser of our brethren, the accuser of thy brethren,
This is what I have to say about that. You've seen the video, and you know what he was about to say right when he got shot. What was he about to say?
I didn't see that part. I saw the video when the thing hit, and
somebody had asked him a question.
Yeah.
It was about, I think, how many murders did transgender people commit?
Oh, right? Snap, and boom, when he hit him.
And then he started saying something, and then he bringing up about black on black violence.
What the fuck? He diverted.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, he got slapped.
And right away, right after that came out of his mouth, that's when he got shot. Right?
Damn.
See, he looking for opportunities to tell lies about us.
Yeah, hey, the scriptures tell you about that in Isaiah chapter 32. It talks about even when the needy speak right, they devise lies against us, man. Putting up devices can go into thoughts and intents, and that's what they do. So he's just Esau against Esau, okay? Because the guy that hit him, I'm pretty sure was an Edomite, right? A Trans Edomite or whatever. So Esau, this is beautiful. Hey, all praises clap, brother. All praises due to Yahweh Shem Yahushai B'Shem Rakak Dash, man. The water. Because the Lord is moving with action. His words just don't sit there idle.
It's like,
moving.
Like the last 2 months he's in motion, man. He's
active. Oh, he's not. Oh, you see all these rappers, remember the years? They don't want to talk all that shit. And the Lord just made a hand movement over top of them. And a fleet of them dead, you know. Since 2018 to now, I think about at least 1,000 of those fuckers dead, man.
Good shot.
Because every year you hear about 200 dead. And mind you, they're probably including some from the cusp of the year. March, April, February, you know, that could still get included. And then next year, right, that's the cutoff point. But some of them, they probably included a little bit, probably like 10%. But to see the numbers and the names consistently, I say, yo, The Lord is making a move on them, you know.
Yeah, well, these guys speak about it all the time. And
Death.
I've been speaking about it with these rappers, and it's what's coming out their mouth. The
Yep.
Lord don't approve of that.
Death.
Right? Ungodly shit.
The Lord say here, man, with that ungodly shit with him talk. Lord said this.
Promoting gun violence, most of them, right? Even Biggie.
Yeah.
Biggie, I don't know about Tupac. Tupac was promoting that, but Tupac was
Tupac
sleeping
was
with
still-
another man, one wife.
Yeah,
Sleeping with another man, wife.
and man.
Really?
Yeah. Biggie. You know there was a tranny in this video, right? That
Well,
woman.
He was sparring with P. Diddy, right? So I can't be surprised at what was going on.
So when people bring these things out, when we were younger, we looked at these, oh, these are superstars. You can't talk about Tupac. I'm gonna beat you up. When I was a child, I did things as a child.
Now
A
the
man,
truth- Yeah.
when I became a man, I put away childish things, right?
Yeah.
So when the truth comes, don't be like Galatians, you know, that's for us. Don't be like Galatians 4:16. Study it out, seek it out, and see if it's true, if there's truth to it, right? Because we're different. We're 100% different from the rest of these people in the world. We're not carnal. We don't get emotional like them. They try to get a rise out of people. Ah, you nigger. Ah, you guys are monkeys. And look, I know who the fuck I am. I know who my ancestors are. We're the greatest. All right. So all of that little trickery that you're trying right there, it bounces off of me and sticks to you. All right. But I must say that, you know, a lot of people get upset because they looked at them as heroes. But the truth is the truth. We know how dirty Hollywood is. We know the things that they got to do behind closed doors to get certain things done, right? There was a photo with Tupac in a bathtub with a whole bunch of gold on him and he was naked. As a man, would you do that? No. I wouldn't do that. The fuck? Hey, pose, GQ, pose for me. Hey, mud. And the way he was kind of like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I don't put that past them. All right, Biggie, Tupac. Look what happened with Puffy and the disclosures.
Yeah, well, the thing
Cassie.
is- Yeah.
Look
Well,
at-
when you look about it, when you look into it, and you check out where they're coming from,
yeah.
right? These desperate places.
That's-
they have the motivation to do anything. to
That's
get
right
put on,
there.
Anything.
Desperation. That's
Yeah.
the key right there. When you have somebody desperate, willing to do anything to get that bag, you turn that person into a superstar. That person will eat shit if you tell them to eat shit.
Yeah.
Okay? They go run and brush their teeth out real quick, gargle would say, and forget about it. Put those. Remember, like you have shades. They always wear shades, eh? And they get the blackest ones.
To hide themselves. They're hiding.
People tell you that the window to the soul is the eyes. So when I approach a man and I talk it to you and I look, I see that odd, crazy look, I know more than likely something alright. And then next 10 months later you hear, yeah, this guy went off and fucking raped somebody and did this or did that. And you go, yeah, I knew it, man. Something was up with that guy when I met him. The man, you know, da-da-da-da-re-re-re. But that's the thing with those entertainers. You never get to see their fucking eyes. Those fuckers always got, well, yeah, you do when they're doing the movies and that. But in the, usually them got them big specs on them. You see Biggie all the time. But he would like, you know, it's a give and take because he had a floaty eye. One eye would do this and shit. But you having all that money, floaty eye and them gal there, you know how much gal them fuck? So that being an excuse for the shades is kind of like, oh, I got low self-esteem. You're big on screen. What am I talking about? Low self-esteem? All of that's gone.
Well, you have to consider too the amount of people that come up to them and want to talk to them and ask for autograph and all. It gets annoying every day.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere you go.
Oh
right?
yeah,
So
no
they-
rest for the wicked.
Yes.
No rest for the wicked. You want that part of life? You won't get that part of life, right?
Nice to meet you, right?
Yeah, remember the Lord said there's a balance to everything. When you have an individual out there constantly running around trying to get the bag, trying to get the bag, trying to get the bag, where's your balance? You're supposed to have a balance. Time to work, time to eat, time to sleep, time to take care of the family, time to take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Organizing things. So that's why Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 1 says a false balance is an abomination to the Most High, right? You have to have that. Even us in this truth, you know, we have to have our balance. We do the studies, we watch the videos, we got laundry to do for example, you know, you go do your laundry. But don't take so much time on, you know what I mean, where it distracts you. Oh, every day you're doing laundry and you just use it as an excuse to not speak. No. Or every day you want to take your kid out to the park, now you're using that as an excuse not to speak, right? So we got to balance ourselves. You know, the Lord gave us time to do what we got to do in the world, right? Because we got to maintain ourselves, right? But at the same time, he expects us, you know, hey, get to your work, brother. Go speak. Go tell these people what's going on. Tell them what's going down, all right? Go speak with my words and get that blood off your hand, because you ain't innocent. Just like all the brothers will say in this truth, we ain't innocent. The Lord could take us out at any time, man. It's not over. Last I checked, there's still cars and shit floating around here. My heart's still going tick, 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 tick. See? And I ain't see the chariots yet as to say salvation right now. They're all plucking us up, right? So no, we guilty to the end until the Lord says, that's it, it's over, you choosing, you choosing, you choosing. You understand? So that's why we always say the hopeful elect. We don't walk around here like, I'm chosen, yo. I know Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, I got the 100% truth, I'm chosen. Nah, man, I seen guys in the truth, deep rooted, and they're gone. And now they're talking against the apostle elders. Some of them is Christian, some of them is dead, some of them so on and so forth.
In Toronto? From Toronto, yeah?
Oh, I think a couple of brothers left the camp or got kicked out of the camp. You'd have to ask those brothers. But I do remember there used to be a brother, GMS Winnipeg. I don't see that brother anymore. I don't know if he's in the truth. I don't know if he passed away in the truth. I don't know. There was a brother that used to be with GMS Toronto. He had like a tattoo right here or something like that. I don't see that guy no more. And I went down to the camp to see those brothers. So I don't see that guy no more. Somebody told me that somebody had yeah. You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about.
Passed away.
No, that. Oh yeah. Yo, the Lord can. That's why we gotta pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua that He has us, man. You know, that He keeps His Holy Spirit with us. Just like you're talking about the distractions. Those things will go like this, like a boat. Next thing you know, you floating all the way out. The pack is over there, and all of a sudden you gone from the ship. You caught by the waves, the metaphor of the waves, the society.
Now you're
a
adrift.
distraction. Yeah, now you drifting. Just like the sheep got his head down. Stop for a moment to smell the flowers. Look up, the sheep are all over there. Don't worry, I'll catch up. Look up. God damn, where the rest of the sheep? Out there alone for the wolves to get at. Right? So that's also with balance. You know, if you're off balance, off tilted, that's what's gonna end up happening. You're gonna be out, drifting out, or stopping to smell the flowers, and you like. And they're usually a good distraction for you. Them girl that they're really a good distraction. Boy, by the time you turn around, they're talking about marriage and fucking, you know, shit to try and pull you away from the truth.
It's like in this time they're the main stumbling block that the Lord put on man. Right?
True.
They're the main one.
Adam and Eve. Look at Eve. Eve right fucking there. What the fuck? Are you telling me you got to cunt? You know? It's like that because they're the weaker vessel. And Satan always got his claws right in their fucking shoulder and ass and tits and breasts. And everywhere them gone, they rustless son. They feel the flesh. Look, we got a rod. They got a hole. That hole feels more than our rod. They're way more sensitive. They're way more fleshly. You understand? Men are kind of like brush it off, you know? But them, them y'all in general, emotion, crying, this, that, they're weak. Okay? It's easy for the devil to get up and got you now, bitch. You know? Simple and plain, man. One week they were Tom, next week they were Fred. Then next week they were Fred, Tom, and Janice. And then Janice turned and said, let me bring Jackie. Jackie say, yo, may I bring my dog? Yeah, they're fucked up like that, man. That's why you gotta keep a close eye on them bitches.
And the amount of women are women now. They're turning down to this lesbian thing now.
Yeah, alternative lifestyle. Yeah. It tells you have woman lie with woman, man lie with man.
You could have seen this 10, 15 years ago. Or you could have never seen it.
True. Oh, who could have seen this 40 years ago? You would have never. Sure, Scott. I remember going to school, and if you see a man dress up so, you can get beat up, eh? I remember seeing that, yo. Man with high docker things, like they won't wear a high heel. And we catch them and beat them ass. So you mean, back home and here, wearing shit all over the place. I say, what the fuck going on here? Bomb brick. Never into those things, you know.
If you go down into the downtown area
Oh.
on the weekend now, you have to look twice at women or whoever you think is a woman.
This one a little bit fruity. You don't see,
Because
you
these
could
guys
tell.
get dressed up in dress and go downtown and you look at them
Drag.
one time, you think it's a woman, but you get up close, you see.
It's a man.
Yeah.
It's a man. It's a man. Yeah, it's true.
Frightening times, man. It's
Yeah.
unreal.
And downtown is like this whole place is Sodom and Gomorrah, man. But that's where that energy usually permeates from. Not the north of the city, not the east of the city, but the mixing pot. Downtown, anywhere downtown is a mixing fucking pot of vigor, where everything is thrown in there. Gay, lesbian, bestiality, all types of nasty fucking every child predators, everything downtown, eh? And it's like a brewing pot when them do stuff. And the more people come, they get involved, they talk and touch these people. That's why the brothers say, careful who you speak to and who you're around, because remember, Yahweh Shai did something for us. He cleaned that ground, made it nice and fertile up here, so we could plant these proper seeds in our mind. These people out here, walking around, dealing with society and whatnot, they're getting the seeds of society. Some other man coming and creeping and pop, and planting seed, and they're springing up. So they're giving, how they say, they're giving option for those ways. Oh, come on, man. You know, everybody should love you. You hate your mom? You want somebody to hate your mom if that was your mom? All emotional, going back to the emotional, right? So downtown, those places where the philosophies, okay, you gotta stay away from them, because that's where a major majority of those philosophies are fucking breeding and brewing up. See? And it's just terrible, man. But hey, Yahweh Shemiah Shai gonna annihilate them, okay? Because hey, at the end of the year, day and week, the Lord has a righteous anger for this place. This place is, how do you call it again? Revamping the ways of Egypt, the ways of Babylon, the ways of Sodom and Gomorrah. This is just all of that combined. You know, spiritually it's following after the same thing. And this is why we say history repeats itself. When you go to Romans chapter 15 and verse 4, let me read it. It tells you that whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, right? That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Let me get it real quick. Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning. So, if history didn't repeat itself, you know, history repeats itself. So you need that. You need to learn that, yo, this is gonna happen again. This is gonna happen again. Keep your eyes open, right? They're gonna use those same formats because Esau is not clever. He's not a fucking smart guy. All he does, he looks at the blueprint and he takes certain things from it. And he incorporates it, he puts it,
Well, like these men on GMS, they always talking about it. It's the same spirits coming back. That's why history repeats itself. The same spirits coming back. It's the same
The
thing.
water, brother, the water.
What you were in your previous life, that's what you most
The water,
likely
the
be
water.
doing in this one, right?
The water. And this society, the way it is, with their technology and advancements, they get to run a fucking muck. Because back in the day, 1800s, they didn't have so much tools. Now they got this biggest tool, the internet. So that shit spreads it fast like a wildfire. And then you pick up more people who's already been on that route
That-
from doing the same wicked shit in their past life. And they see, they go, yeah.
That being said, we can't underestimate how much of the heathen them they know about this truth too, you know.
Oh.
Or how much of them been exposed to some of it.
Yeah,
Right.
they know. The nobles know, man. The elites, they know.
Well, definitely the elites, but even the regular people too. It's on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
And so much men on the internet putting out lessons now, not just GMS, all these other camps. All these are ISUPK, HOI.
What I would say with them is they don't teach the 100% truth. But guess what? The scriptures tell you whether Yahweh Shai is preached in pretense or truth, I rejoice because the name is getting out there around the world. It's coming to an end. This bitch is coming to an end. Because what does it say? Esau's the end and Jacob is the beginning that follow it. So all I'm happy for, hey, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to take down this place. Whether these guys want to preach the 100% truth, hey, that's on their ass, okay? GMS got the 100% truth. They don't toy with they don't twist, they don't toss it this way or toss it that way or put something in there. Any brother that I've seen that came like that, he's out.
This is what I have to say. The first guys who I heard the truth from was HOI.
HOI.
My guy there, Zabak.
Zabak, yeah.
But there was somebody in GMS in the time of the draft there.
Yeah.
COVID. They
Yeah.
were saying that he wasn't preaching something correctly about that.
Yeah, he was trying to say that that's the mark or something like that. That's the MOTB. That's why I was trying to clarify when I was saying what I was saying, hey,
Right.
it's completely, one is this and one is that, right? And that's a precursor, a trial run
And now
for the
the
things
truth
to
comes
come.
out about them. They have what's it called? The license to be a church.
501c3.
501c3.
There you go. Yeah,
So if you want to have one,
501c3.
you have to be preaching a certain way.
Yeah, you
right?
can't talk certain things.
Exactly.
Your funding will get defund. IUIC, 501c3. Those other guys, 501c3. What's up with all this 501c3? And then they want to go to scripture in Ezra, but it doesn't justify what they're talking about because now we don't have to go to the man to ask him to come out here and preach. What the hell who did I ask to come out here? The spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is what made me, and the brothers, through the brothers, because the brothers were like, hey, KDC, brother, you better get your ass out in the street, because you've been like a fat baby inside the house too long, drinking milk, eating up all the food. Get out there and go preach and teach, man. And that's, I had to make my move, because it was true. I always equated to like us brothers who are out here teaching and preaching, bringing forth prophecy. I'm gonna get it like birds, like hawks or something. And there's babies in the nest that need feeding, right? So I equate it as you gotta get out there and go hunt for some worms and do the very same thing that was done to you. Buy the truth and sell it not, right? So I equated it to me being a big ass bird, and every time the brothers came back with food, I'm damn near pushing the babies out of the way. Give me the worm. Give me that. So you're choking off. With all that you have learned, you're supposed to be going out there, flying, metaphorically, go grab some of the worms, bring them back up and feed them babies. Instead of staying in the fucking nest like some big fat ass spoiled baby and fucking eating up everything. Because you see me on the comment where nobody has a chance to get anything in. But here I'm at 100 miles a minute. I was like, yo, it's time for your intervention right now. It was an open topic. And when the brothers realized it was like, hey, whoa. We're going to get at you, okay? Brothers like, we're going to get at you. And that was it for me that day, man. They say it's open rebuke. Rebuke ain't nothing personal. It's to build you up. And I knew that. I said, this is love. I want it. Give me it. You know, it doesn't matter if I want it or not. They're gonna give me it.
That's a good attitude to have, right?
Yeah. And when I heard the brothers getting at it, I was like, all right, get at me, you know. Get at me, man. Because, hey, that's asking the Lord to build me up, make growth. You know what I mean? This is the part where you gotta shake your wings, Lamad, and get out there and go feed. Or get out there, go grab them worms, bring them back to the nest so the little ones can feed. All right? So basically, that's how metaphorically I seen it. Like a big ass baby inside the fucking nest, hogging all the damn food, you know? Instead of going out there and doing the very same thing what is being dealt to you, you know? And that is right. You can't just grab all these secrets, right? Hold them like this and just be like, no. You gotta go out there and fucking, you know, get your shit done. Because I was making videos and whatnot, but brothers say, hey, man, you know, you're supposed to be out there dealing with the street ministry. We've brought you through. We know what you know. You're good to go. Get out there, man. You know, stop screwing around. Stop fooling around, man. Before the Lord fucking destroys you. And they've seen situations like that too, where people hoard up all this information for themselves, and then all of a sudden it's like a hole gets cut in the bottom of the bag. Slowly but surely, everything gone. Start leaking, right? So, yeah, brother. You know, these people, they're gonna get theirs. They've been working. These people of the world been working for what they want. We've been working for what we want and desire, which is, you know, salvation through Yahushua and Mashiach. This world got too much pride, right? They're too prideful. And that's the thing that's going to bring them down. 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and 50. Many great miseries shall be done to them in the hereafter that walk in pride. That's their dessert, their consolation, their prize, destruction.
In that day, man, in that time of Jacob's trouble, there is going to be all kind of dead.
Bodies piled up, man. And look what Trump's doing right now. Basically inciting race wars. Because he's for that, eh?
Oh, yeah.
He may show you this hand, but on the back end, he's for that. Oh yes, for sure, 100%.
But there's some talk going out now that he might be behind that assassination. Because this guy was talking about
political.
Lately he's been talking about the Epstein files.
Oh yeah.
Pushing everybody and talking about it. They should release
Yeah, because that shifts everybody's attention.
Yeah.
It's bread and circus. It's very easy.
And they were showing a clip after the assassination about somebody coming to them asking Trump about it. And he said, those two guys that he said he'd like to give his condolences.
Yeah.
And the next slide he switched and started talking about some banquet hall that he's building. Yeah, without missing a beat. No sadness, no grief.
Yeah, no grief, no nothing on his face.
One line to the next line.
He set that up.
Yeah.
Possibly he set that up. Because how come everybody was, it started to build, eh? It was like here, Trump, Epstein files. And all of a sudden, people getting arrested, this and that. And then Trump's name now is at the top of everybody with this Epstein stuff, right?
I noticed that from the last month and a half or so ago that it wasn't going away.
Yeah, it wasn't going away. It was
not
consistently, it was consistently Trump Epstein files. We need to know.
And there's two or three women in his party, the Republican Party, that started some movement to those files. They can do nothing to the women, right? They're not going to do nothing to them because it'd be too obvious.
Yeah, it'd be too obvious. But remember, there is also too some sexual harassment thing.
With him?
Years, remember? And then he got impeached or whatever, and then now they bring him back to be a president again.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, some sexual Stormy Daniels, the porn star Stormy Daniels. So that was the beginning of the nipping. Because when they put that together and the next thing together, they say Epstein, you know, and all these files here, you know? And then they say, yeah, okay, we're gonna put something together in the building. Then bam, 2025, now we're seeing full force. They're coming on, yeah, we got some questions for you with this Epstein guy. Because we did find your name. You know, you keep playing these tricks. And I think that thing with Stormy Daniels was another trick to try and
Shift attention.
you know? See these little girls
Okay.
there? Hey.
Hey, brother, how are you?
Okay, how are
Hey,
you?
respect. That's a love. Hey, friend.
How's it
How are
going?
you? Respect Rastafari. 12 tribes of Israel. Let's talk about it.
Well, we don't deal with no Rasta business, eh? Rasta is
it's-
not,
No, I'm not. I'm just talking about.
no, but I'm just telling you, we don't deal with Rasta
I can't
stuff.
say Rasta.
What I'm telling you
Yeah.
is that we don't deal with Rasta stuff.
I wasn't asking you.
No, but what I was trying to
I was
tell
just saying
her,
Rastafari.
yes.
Yeah, but I'm not asking you to talk about that.
No, but what I'm saying is we
Yeah.
don't
I
deal
wanted
with
to know
no.
about 12 tribes of Israel.
Okay, good. But what I'm just trying to tell you is
Yeah.
that we don't deal with
Okay,
Rasta.
cool.
We don't deal with those
Okay,
things. And
Cool. No problem.
What, how do you say it? Namastam and all that stuff. Like, you know, how do you call that again? The Asian. No, not just Rastafari. What's those people called again? The Buddhists, the monks, Namaste and all that stuff. We don't.
Like Hindu? Namaste.
Yeah, Namaste. We don't
Yeah,
deal with that. Yeah, we don't
so,
deal with
but,
that. That's why when I see you doing this and you mention Rasta, that's why I'm
Okay.
trying to tell you.
Yeah. So I'm just curious now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Do you allow anybody to come and chat with you?
You could talk. What you
I'm
want to
not
know?
here to tell anything. I'm just
No,
here
no,
to
no, no.
read.
What you want to know? Just
No,
talk.
I'm reading. That's
you
what
know
I'm doing.
what tribe you're from?
Yeah. No, that's what I'm doing is I'm reading.
What tribe are you from?
Where's your father from?
Yeah, look
You
at the
are
chart.
the nation of your father, says
Yeah.
the scriptures. So whatever
Yeah.
your father is, that's what you are.
I don't know about that. because-
Where's he from?
No,
where's your
no,
father
no,
born?
not in my family. Not in my family.
You don't have a father?
No. Hold on. My family, we go by the mother's line.
See, this is what I was telling you about.
Yeah.
That's
You
why.
guys are-
That's why I made a clean. I can already read people, eh?
Yeah.
So that's why I made a clear
So I'm not
distinction
ready
of
to
us.
have a
We're
culture?
Israel.
You
We're
are
Israelites.
The nation of your,
You're-
go by
you-
what the Bible
We go-
says.
You.
And it doesn't. Okay.
It doesn't matter what your family's saying.
I'd love to learn.
So what nation is your father? Where was your father born?
My father was born in he was born in Canada,
Black
but
man?
he's white, but he believes he's from Africa.
Well, by the Spirit, you can see if he's an Israelite or not. You know, quick conversation with him, you'll know if he's an Israelite or not. Look at Bob Marley's dad. Bob Marley's dad is white, or so-called white, because nobody's white, nobody's black. First of all, those are just shades, and nobody's actually those colors.
He's actually my dad's not white. He's peach. My dad is peach.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So-called white man, as the scriptures tell us, that he's rosé.
Yeah.
He's red. He's
Yeah.
the real red man,
Who's
not the
that?
Indians.
Oh,
Indians are not what you call Indians over here. The Native Americans, they're not the real red man. That's the trick that the white man pulled to fucking put attention over there and say he's the red man. The real, deflection.
Yeah.
The real red man is him. It even goes back into Crimson. Okay, they're the when we'll get into it deeper. But anyways, so Esau, Edom in the scriptures, he's known as red. Okay, Esau.
Okay.
Esau and Jacob,
Yeah, I
two
remember him,
brothers.
yeah.
So we don't necessarily just judge you on the appearance of your color. We speak to you, we have a conversation.
We go by the
Yeah.
Spirit. We
By
go
the Spirit.
The
That's
Spirit
how I
is
like
Romans
it.
chapter
Yeah.
8 and 16, it tells you the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the sons of the living power. Now, when you're going into genealogy, it is always the father, it's never the mother. That's what those fake Jews try to do. They try to say, oh, it's the mother's bloodline. No, that's not what the Bible says. The Bible says the father's
Interesting.
bloodline.
For real.
Father's
What's-
seed.
I need to see.
The seed of the father?
No, I'd like to. Can you show me in the Bible? Like I'd like to read it. When I
You are
see it in the
nation
Bible.
of your father.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
hold
you
on.
didn't tell me that.
Hold on.
Going
Let
by
me get the
example
scripture.
of Bob Marley now. right? Going by
Yeah,
Bob Marley.
go to Bob
example.
Marley for a second.
Just like we say, the Spirit speaks, right? The Spirit
Hold on,
beareth
hold on.
witness.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if you are the nation of your father, if it was true that Bob Marley's father was white,
Yeah.
right? Then how could all this great music come from Bob Marley? And his spirit beareth witness that he's one of us, right? You see that example?
Of course.
The way he carry himself,
Yeah.
what he gravitate to, the music
Yeah, the
that
guy,
he gravitated to.
yeah, of course,
right?
come on.
We're gonna show you a couple things.
But before you do that, I personally, just for my own knowledge, okay, I would like to see where it's written. You are a child of your father.
Or the nation
Yeah.
of the
Nation of
father.
your father.
The nation comes through the Father. You're not gonna understand
I
it
don't
like that.
dispute that.
No, but you're not gonna
Can
understand
we
it
just get to the
because
site? Like, I gotta go eat. So I'm not trying to be rude. Like,
that
listen,
is kind of rude because
you know
you're
what?
trying to find out something and you're
Because I
just
wanna know
rushing.
what-
That's
it's
not
not-
how it
it's not-
works, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm just
you're
saying. No,
yeah,
you're
when you're
not
coming
ma'am. I'm
up
like
here to
your
learn,
age.
you're standing before the house of God, eh?
Yeah, I know.
We
no
don't-
disrespect,
we don't-
brother. I'm gonna look it up.
Okay,
myself.
yeah, all right,
I'm
cool.
just-
Let
I'm
me
not
read
being-
this scripture for you,
my
brother.
friend,
John
I'm not trying
chapter
to be
8 and verse
disrespectful. I just
44.
wanna go eat
Ye of
because
your
I'm hungry.
father
It's
the
not him.
devil,
I just wanna eat.
and the lust of your
Devil.
father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Okay? So when we go into, you see, that's why I didn't want to deal with her. I don't know where you know her from. I don't know if she's a family member or cousin or whatever, but this is only for the elect.
It's like she has spirits on her, man.
Yeah, I can tell. See, look.
She said her father is a white man.
Look at her.
But the thing is with her, I just know her from the neighborhood, eh?
Yeah,
And she's always around brothers.
yeah.
So I say, I don't know.
And that Rasta shit, that's why I told her, we don't deal with that. You know, Selassie, Jah,
I
Rastafari. We
don't know
don't,
where she get the Rasta from.
that's why I told her, don't even mention that up here, because we're not
When
dealing with no
they-
Rasta.
This is what, when they see Judah.
Yeah,
that
Judah,
they-
that's the thing that, and the line of the
they
Judah.
think that's what they think.
That's why you see guys like, what name? Sizzler, Capleton, all those guys, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Yeah, they know say we're the children of the Lord, but they get it mixed up now. Now they put this fucking East Indian guy, Tafari Mohan, that's his real name. He's not no fucking Rastafari, Selassie, this and that. I don't even fuck his name. Those guys were having tribal wars. He himself said, I do not come from the seed of David. Selassie, I said that, you know. But these Rastas reject it and still push him up on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Ignorant, right?
Selassie, yes, this is what I was going to bring up. There's a lot of my people, these Jamaicans, they worship Selassie.
I know.
I have my guy here. who
I know
live
back
right
home,
beside-
yeah.
They worship him.
Yes. They got his thing there. And then they got, what they got? They got Bob Marley underneath Selassie and Selassie on top. And Bob Marley there, smoke a spliff, and Selassie like this, I don't deal with weed. Pure confusion. And
Somebody-
that guy Selassie is off of the French, eh? Yeah. Those Ethiopians, they got together with the French, eh? And did a lot of fucking because the Ethiopians were a darker skinned. They were like us. That's why the scriptures talk about the Ethiopian looking like us. See? Or his children looking like the Ethiopians. We had similar features and similar skin tone. But all of a sudden those guys came in and they lightened up the place, man.
They have all kind of stories that they tell about this guy Selassie when he came to Jamaica. I don't know if it's false.
Oh, he didn't even
false
want to get on the
stories.
plane.
Yeah, I don't know, what's true and what's not. But Rita Marley herself,
Yeah.
I seen an interview with her, and she's telling a story that she was there at the airport when he come down off the plane, and all this big, I don't know if she seen some halo around him or something, and then she looked and she seen that his hand had a mark in it, all this stuff. So it's like it lead people astray.
Yeah,
Right?
that's all just a fucking push for the power for the Rastafari movement, you know? Yeah. And then when Rita dead, you hear everybody say, yeah, Rita said that she see the hands on Mark and he had yellow and fucking fire was shooting out the sky. Them add. Next thing you know, them say, him come down from a plane, and the next thing you know, God angel son, a pigeon son drop food for him and everything son. The next thing you know, he came out the sky, and when the people them saw it, they were chanting and everything. And then we see the halo and the marks in him hand, and that's how they flip up the story. After like 50 years, so you.
It goes from mouth to mouth to mouth.
There you go.
Right?
That's why I was trying to get the scriptures for this lady, but her spirit started to aggravate me. Then she's basically telling me to shut up and get to the scripture.
I'm not surprised with her because I've seen that already. I explained a lot of my beliefs to her already, and it's in one ear, out the other.
Oh, the
She
other
has that
ear.
kind of spirit.
I want the scriptures so I can. The Lord's not dealing with you women, first of all. He wants his men out here to be preaching. It's good. There is a sisterhood. Because you see sometimes on the chat, there's some sisters there, right? And they stick to the, well, I don't fucking know the personal life.
They're
So.
not really supposed to be saying anything.
Yeah, they're not, yeah, the brothers, we enough time we have to tell them, don't post no, like, you think you're a man? Don't be posting nothing. That's why I told her, yo, listen, I don't want you to really have a bad day. Let me just cut this shit short. When you step up here, you're stepping up in front of the council of the Most High, man. You're stepping up in front of his house, man. His prophets are out here doing his work, man. I just hope you don't have a bad day.
I think it tie into the same story with Adam and Eve, and Eve in the garden with this snake.
She wants to seem all powerful.
She came to Adam with the apples
Yeah.
to make him partake
Yeah,
in
yeah.
that, right?
She the one that come with the philosophy.
Yeah, so she wanted to be
Yeah,
whatever.
her
She
part.
wanted to contribute.
Yeah,
right?
her part. And she wants to seem like she.
She can bring something to the table.
That shit made me laugh, man. I already read her before she come up here, man.
She's getting pumped up.
Yeah,
too.
well,
It's like
that's-
she's too eager.
Yeah, she. Hey, I want to know. As soon as you say, okay,
I'm not
the
surprised.
father, where's your father? Oh, in my house, we do it by the mother. Oh, you following them fix? Oh, okay, go on. Just get down. I didn't even.
You see,
By the
she
time I
can't-
heard that, I was
she
like,
can't take in too much.
she want to do this.
Yes.
Blah, 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 blah. That's what I was about to say. Be what's it say? Be less hasty with your words, and be more eager to hear than to speak. You see, these qualities, what we are displaying right now, brother. These
Can't do
women.
that. She can't operate on that level.
And then even if there was a humble woman there to whatever, she gonna walk away mad, pissed off too.
You have to watch these older women because
Oh.
they know because they come up over here in
Yep.
Babylon. So you know what they're doing. They're
Yeah.
taking a man every other month. They're
Yup,
with another.
yup.
They're with another man.
When in
So-
Rome,
Yeah. So they're taking on all these spirits,
yeah.
right?
Just like Apostle Gabar said, them turn.
Yeah.
Them letting man bust nut up inside of them. They got different spirits in them, man.
Spirits in
No
those
wonder they're
waters that
fucking
they take
crazy.
in. Yeah.
And especially the ones that put it in the mouth.
Yeah.
Because them thing there that go straight to the brain and the back of the neck, eh?
More and more, I noticed that now, knowing about the truth, I watch them and you can see they just have this spirit on them, man.
Even when they want to approach you, and you see, this is what I was talking about, this one. She interrupt me. You see? That's how the fucking devil does work, eh? You see this little young thing, I don't know what the fuck she is. But ever since I've been out here preaching this word, I noticed them like a year. And they always see me, she gonna come by. I want you to stand here and look that direction. Come, quick. And just look that direction, right? But look at her eyes, watch where she walks. They're always trying to dig down man in their eyes, like looking at you. Demon trying to entice you, trying to seduce you. You understand what I'm saying? So
It's funny that you stand up right here in front of this house because a long time ago, different time, when I was in high school, my friends them. No, I see. You're right.
dead in my eyes, son. Little thing. But yeah, what we slack.
Yeah, my friend them, when they move out of their house, when they move out of their parents' house, they moved into this house here.
The red
It was
one.
a rooming house, yeah, on this side.
Yeah.
So one
It still is, I think.
One had gone into the basement, and was in this level, and one was upstairs.
So one on each floor. 3 beds in there.
And there was an outside girl from Brampton come and move into the front apartment.
Oh, this
Front
one,
room.
yeah.
It wasn't even an apartment, it's room.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
all of
yeah,
them
yeah.
share bathroom and things,
Bathroom thing, yeah. That's the worst with a woman, you know. But they're nasty as fuck, yo. But what happened?
Well, eventually, everybody split up and move on
And move their own
separate
ways.
way.
Yeah. But you see how the devil is? When I'm telling
She walked past, she looking at you.
yeah, I was gonna say
Check for you, man.
from when she was coming this way, that woman pulled up here and deflected, Bread and Circus deflected what I was about to say.
On purpose?
I have a feeling so because I'm like, yo, I read people, and how is it so funny when I was about to hit the ball, bam, that she come up and I, fucking bitch, fucking bitch, why you do that? And I was about to get in that conversation, eh?
Well, just like the Bible says, the Most High is in our
Thoughts.
us, right?
Yeah,
It's in
yeah,
our thoughts. We don't know where our thoughts leave off and His thoughts take over. The same with them and Satan.
Yeah.
It's Satan ruling over them.
Yeah, Satan.
Right.
Well, got a clutch punchy,
But other than that, the young one probably just like you.
Oh God, here come another set. And every time I'm out here at camp, yo, them see me out, out and about. But here, yo, by the time they figure out the camera's not here no more, them
They
son,
want to
you
make
hear
an
that,
appearance. They want to make an appearance.
yeah, and I'm just like, I just turn my head so like, you fucking goons, you fucking gooners.
They are
But
online,
they have
they are online too, and they know what it's about.
Exactly.
They know
And
what
on
it's
top of that too, remember, when them cite certain things, see, let's look back for the camera. See, to
It's
see
something
how,
about the camera they love.
yeah, that too. But that gives them an indication of what's going on, And then on top of that, they get hype. Camera on. Time for me to showboat. Yeah, they holy fuck,
Going back
man.
to that scripture in 7 days, in the
Oh,
time there are 7 women that take
Isaiah
on them
4:1.
and
Yeah.
so big. I don't know if it was something I heard today or yesterday. Like women are going to be on the lookout for these guys,
Yeah,
right? In the truth.
they're gonna be
Right?
searching for us
because
heavily.
They're going to want that safety.
Yes,
You understand?
that's exactly what it is. They want that safety.
I have an issue with I read a lot. That's my witness. My eyes used to be itch 2020. I went out of my way.
Oh, because of the print.
No. That book, a lot of people don't even know who wrote it. And that's very insulting. And a lot of them stand there and talk about God and they don't have even answers. So I'm here.
So who wrote this book?
We don't even need to know who wrote it because the prophecies tell us that it's from the Lord.
Now,
Because
Exactly.
only the Lord can do that. Stay
Who
at the
wrote this
beginning
book?
of
see how
time
you're helping
and-
yourself? The more you investigate that book, the Bible means
Yes.
basic information before leaving the earth. There's more to
Killer
it.
Priest. Killer Priest gave him that one.
No.
Basic instruction.
Actually,
That nigga, that wicked ass nigga used to be a part of this camp, eh?
Oh, yeah?
Killer Priest?
hold on.
No, hold
Who
on.
give me that?
Killer Priest?
You asked me something.
No, listen. Killer
You asked
Priest.
me
I never asked you who gave you
Yeah,
that. I know where you got that from. Killer Priest.
no.
That wicked ass nigga used to be in our camp. Our apostle, well, not my camp. Our apostle Elder Tahar used to be his camp leader.
Oh, yeah?
RZA, all of them, where do you think they get all the information from, brother? They get it from here.
Bro, that have nothing to do with me. A preacher told me that.
Yeah, that preacher got it from who?
Now, however, bro, a lot of
Because before Killer Priest, people weren't speaking like that, and that's been out since '98.
I seek answers, not a dictatorship, and God is not a Jerichoian dictator. So the way that Bible goes on, a lot of people died. I have an issue with that. I'm not gonna deny. Same thing with Islam. A lot
Look,
of people
Islam
died.
is fraud. Islam came through the Catholic, from Khadijah,
Guess what?
Muhammad's wife. Okay, gave that to Muhammad.
I even
Muhammad's wife was his slave owner.
Bro, I even take stepfather.
Stepfather?
Stepfather in that. The first Muslim to be similar ideas was Moses. Everything came
I have
from
to run in
Moses.
here. I'm going to come back.
All right, cool.
Yeah, bro.
All of that stuff we were talking about is garbage and
Hello,
junk,
hello,
eh?
hello.
No. I'm not gonna stand up here and have you disrespect my Bible and disrespect my power, eh?
No disrespect.
You
It's
are
not even your
disrespecting. You know
Bible.
why you're saying?
It's not
Look,
even your Bible.
this is my Bible. This belongs to my family. Does not belong to you, maybe, but it belongs to my family. So
that's
everything
all
that you're saying right now Brother, you're getting real fucking disrespectful, all right? You're trying to tell me that Moses was a Muslim. No, he wasn't.
I
He
didn't
was
say
an
that.
Israelite.
Listen
He was
to
not
me.
the first.
You're helping yourself. There you go.
He was not no
He was
first.
not even Israelite. He was Masari.
Okay, brother, you can get down the street. You could go down the street.
Is that all
You
got?
could go down the street. We're
Is
not
that all you
talking no
got?
more. You're
Is that all
not.
you got?
No. Where do you get your what? He was a what?
Masari.
Explain that. Go into your language.
Thank you. If you go to ancient Egypt, there was a race called Masari that's been hidden from everyone else.
Brother, all this is junk where you're talking
No,
to
to you
me.
it is junk. Junk is
It
not
is
valuable.
junk.
No, it's not.
It's not
I
valuable.
give you information.
Tell me this. What do those people do? The Masadis.
Masari
Yeah.
basically is a bloodline of a pharaoh. They still exist in it, that bloodline.
We
that
don't deal with
controls-
Pharaoh.
Come again?
We don't deal with Pharaoh.
No.
Pharaoh's our enemy.
Can I say something? I know,
ahead.
obviously, you're interested in this Masari ways, right? Unfortunately, the Bible and everything, they're
Yo.
behind everything.
No. I would fucking cut that crap.
It's
What was
not
this
fucking
Masadi? It is
Masari-
crap.
Masari,
You said that there's a bloodline of who?
pharaohs, along with Moses and everyone else.
No.
So
We don't deal with Pharaoh. Pharaoh's our enemy.
And they are
Do you know?
enemy,
No, brother, slow down. You know Pharaoh's our enemy, right?
and they won.
Brother, yes or no? You know Pharaoh's our enemies?
They're no good.
I don't know if I'm speaking a different language.
Yeah,
What,
but they're
where
no
are you
good.
from? Where are you from?
Somewhere-
Ethiopia?
Somali.
Somalia?
Yes.
Somali. Okay. I'll tell you right now, you're a Hamite. Okay?
Hamite?
Ham. Come here.
I-
Come here. Come here.
I don't want to be on the video.
Okay, then duck down. Duck down then. Look, duck down. Yeah, do all that stuff. See? But look, come here. Look here. Actually, you don't even have to come here. You should. This is where you fall into the category of Ham, one of the sons of Noah. This is Shem, one of the sons of Noah, and Japheth, one of the sons of
Can
Noah.
I disagree
This
with
is,
that?
you could disagree all you want, but
Yes.
this is what it is.
Yes. Now,
You
whoever
can
wrote
disagree
it,
with it all you want.
whoever
This is
wrote
what
it,
it is.
whoever wrote it, I'm sure they didn't have interest of us. So black people is a lot more than just him. It was
Black
way
people,
before him.
first of all, there is no such thing as black people. Let me get to that. There is no such thing as white people.
It's metaphor.
We're different shades of brown. No. Do you know where that term, since you're so knowledgeable, do you know where that term started from, black and white? Tell me what age, what time period that started.
About Moses stuff.
No. That's a recent thing. That is John Trissino, 15, if I'm not mistaken, 1592. Okay? This is when this black and white stuff came about. Now let me ask you another question, since you're so knowledgeable. When did the letter J come about?